We are back. Okay guys, in yesterday's videos you saw that we picked up this van, so today we are going to be doing the first steps to cleaning it up. So as you can tell, there's a whole bunch of bleh in there, so we are going to remove the unnecessary stuff. Some nice solar panels. Solar panel number 2. So what we're gonna do is basically we also have to run the wires for the solar panels and the exhaust fan and cut all that stuff out anyhow. So we're gonna go ahead and start on that first. But because of that, we need to be able to place the solar panels in the front so that we can have an exhaust fan behind that and then put like a storage rack in the back on the roof. Because of that, we're gonna have to remove some GPS trackers off the top of the van real quick. They're old and they don't work anymore, so I'm gonna take those off as carefully as possible, and then we're gonna go from there and probably attach our solar panels over that. Okay, let's get to it. As you guys can tell, these are those GPS tracker thingies I was talking about, so I'm gonna go ahead and see if I can't remove those real quick. There's nothing attaching them on the bottom, I just checked, so I'm gonna see if I can slice away the sealant with this and then be able to pop it off with the flat head. But let's get to it, guys. It actually just slides right under, so I'm gonna see if I can't wedge it off. Okay, there we are. One done. Got a couple more to go, so I'm gonna see if I can't disconnect this wire from below, and then I'll get back to you guys in a second. There we are. First one is off. It's actually a lot faster than I thought. I'm gonna see if I can't go from there, and I'm gonna take off the one that the phone's currently resting on real quick. I won't be able to film it because I don't have anything to hold it up. Okay, next thing we're gonna do is patch it with some of this tape right here and just smack it on top just to make sure it's all sealed all the time. There we go. I'm gonna take this. This is meant for weatherproofing and stuff, so what we're gonna do then is we are going to attach our solar panels over this, so this is actually gonna provide some sort of sealant so that stuff doesn't get in these holes. Now that we have those GPS off, we can start to mock it up. These are actually different than what I thought. That's actually really cool. Look how thin those solar panels are, guys. So I'm gonna go ahead and take these solar panels, mock them up on top of the roof, and then we're gonna go from there. So I just did a mock-up of what I want it to look like. I have it kind of down towards the front like this. That way there's the least amount facing forward. That way if any water does get in, it's not gonna ruin the rest of it, if that makes sense. Also, when I'm gonna lay down the adhesive tape onto the back paneling of this, I'm gonna do it strategically and have multiple layers. That way any water that gets through the first layer, which shouldn't be any, won't get to the second layer, third layer, etc, etc, etc. I've had underglow on my Avalon held up with the same exact tape for almost 2.5 years now and never had a single problem of it falling off. And that's near the ground where there's dirt and all that debris that gets underneath as well. So I think we should be completely fine with this. So I'm gonna take these off, move them to the side, and then I'm gonna clean it real quick, and then we're gonna lay it back down. I'm probably gonna drill a hole in the center right there and have it, both of those go through there. Okay guys, so I just moved over that panel. We're gonna go ahead and clean the roofing right here, and then we're gonna go from there. I'm just gonna use this, I think it's Windex. Yeah, I'm just gonna use some Windex, get it wet, take off some of this layer of dust and dirt and all that stuff, clean it real well, and then we can lay it on. Okay, so I've just cleaned everything down. It's all nice and clean right here. So the next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this mounting tape, double-sided mounting tape that we were talking about. I'm gonna lay it on this panel right here, and then I'll get to you guys in 1 second after I lay it down real quick. Okay, so I have just laid it down. As you can tell, I have an extra amount in the front. This is more overkill than I am going to, just in case, outline the little 2 blips or wherever where I did that, just to make sure that everything is sealed around there. And then we will be able to tack this on. I have these 2 ports a little sealed up for good measure, so I'm gonna peel off this tape, and because I don't have hands, I'm just gonna peel it off and lay it on. I'm gonna try and match this edge groove with the inside of this and make it look kind of seamless. But without further ado, let's peel off this tape and lay it down real quick. Okay, so I have just laid down the pieces of this tape on this other side. We're going to peel it off, and I'm gonna stick it back down, and then we'll be good to go. This looks really good though, guys. So the next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna drill holes to go, or just one hole actually, to go down into the car for the charging from there. Now that we've done that, I've mocked up the next step. We're gonna have this little controller for the wires to go into the roof right on in there. And I just put the wires through that connector thingy, so we just have to seal it now. With those wires through, I went ahead and I just finished rerouting them. I had them coming through the ceiling, going through there, or going the opposite way, going over there and going down in the little conduit coming out right here. So I figured that's a good area because that's where the bed and that area is gonna be, and if I want to, I can go that way or that way, depending upon under the bed or underneath the front seat, just depending. Okay, so I have just put that on and finished sealing it, so I just need to tighten those little twisty things, then everything is all sealed on top, and then we just need to go ahead and put the sealant around the solar panel so it can dry throughout the night. Okay, so the next thing we're gonna do is we have our clear caulk, and we're gonna go around the trim of this to make sure it's all sealed weatherly and stuff like that. Okay guys, I was able to finish the majority of the caulking, so that was really good. I'll probably have to finish that up another time. I have work. If you guys can tell, there's solar panels on top now, so that looks really good. If you guys like today's video, please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, because this is gonna be the first day of the camper build. With nothing left to say, guys, I guess it's time to end it. All right guys, see you in the next one. Bye.